My channel, this is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. It is day 8 of the hashtag July GELY postcard play hosted by Carrie Griffiths, aka Carrie the Crafter. All the rules are in the description box below if you don't already know what they are, but I'm pretty sure you do. And I'm making 2 postcards instead of 1 because I'm going to keep one and I'm going to give one away. The drawing for that will be mid-August. I don't know exactly when, and they'll get mailed out beginning of September after I get back from my vacation. Alright, I'm gonna get really daring here. I was watching Birdie, the recycled hippie chick, and I'll link her channel below, hopefully, if I remember. Forget, somebody remind me. She was this flower, I don't know if it's a firework flower or not, and I was like, oh, this would have been good to do on the 4th, but that's okay. We'll just do it on the 8th. It's just twice as good as the 4th. So I'm gonna attempt to, and I didn't see what the leaves look like, but I don't really care, because this is the main focus of what I want to do, and I'm just gonna just try my best. Alright, so I think I want it, so I want my center right about here. So I'm just gonna make my pen work. Come on. And I'm just using a Posca pen because I'm not sure where some of my other pens are. And I'm gonna start by just putting a bunch of lines, which is not exactly how I did that one, but some will be long, some will be short. They're just gonna go all over. And then before I forget, I do want this center part to come down like that, would be the stem, just kind of going in at the top. And I'll figure out how I want to fill that in a bit. So we're just going to do long, short, all the different. I'm not going to worry about it. Not even going to use a picture. I'm just going by memory, really. And, you know, that's helpful too. I think the more you have and the more different lengths of the little, I don't know what they're called. Are they petals? I mean, I imagine this would be called a fireworks flower, but maybe not. Whoops. Well, oh well. I'm not gonna worry about that. And then like the ends, they weren't like this. They were more like little, like that, probably on the ends. I ain't got no time for that. I'm gonna let that one dry so that I don't stick my hand in it, and I'm gonna do that on this one. So after I did a bunch of straight lines, I went in and did some that were just slightly curved, and I think you can see the difference that made. So I'm going to go back through this one and just make sure I get some that curve so that they're not all like so perfectly straight. I mean, they felt straight when I was looking at the video, but they probably weren't. It just might have been the angle, or just, you know, my memory is off. So I'm just going to do some that are a little bit more angled, you know, curve, a little bit of a curve here and there. Find some spots where maybe it looks a little bit angled. Empty. Empty is the word you're going for here, lady. There we go. So we got the centers. Now for the outside, I'm just doing a little scribbly bit, so I'm just kind of scribbling and make sure I have my scribble go out on the outside a little bit. It's okay if they overlap, because, you know, they do in real life. So just kind of scribble, doot, doot, doot. Scribble, doot, doot, doot. Scribble, doot, doot, doot. Does that make sense? Scribble, doot, doot, doot. And I feel like I'm getting daring here by drawing right on the card. But I gotta tell you, to try to cut something like this out just feels kind of impossible. So I was like, okay, let's just get daring. If it's not perfect, it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be. Alright, just do weird. Don't have my scribbles all be perfectly round. Just kind of bloop, doop, doop, bloop, doop, doop. Sound effects are really helpful with this. Don't forget the ones on the inside. Doop, doop, bloop, doop, 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 bloop, doop, 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 doop. There we go. See, when you get the ones on the inside, that's when it really starts to take shape too. And then, you know, when you're done, you can just reevaluate and see if you want to add any more. Alright, I'm going to finish this up. If you get mad at me for turning, I don't know, should I just fast forward it? I don't know. Whoops, that one was kind of big. That's okay, because it's perspective-wise, it would be closer to you, right? Hey, sound effects are fun. I don't care who you are. And I'm always in a little weird mood, so. I know Gail last week, she was like, I'm in a weird little mood today. I'm like, I love your weird little move. They feel different doing them this direction, but it's okay. Can you even see what my hand, hopefully you can. I don't know, should I do a different angle? Too late. This is the angle you get. The other one I'm going to do off camera. So, there we go. So, did I get all the... So it kind of looks like that flower. Not perfect. Well, we don't need it to be perfect. Alright, let's find our stem here. I'm just going to do little tiny lines at an angle just to make it look like sketchy, I guess. Sketchy. I might go back and look and see what the leaves look like. Do I want a leaf? Do I care about a leaf? I don't know. Also, do I want to do like I did? Yes, I think I do. I like that right there. Alright, we're just going to go I-G-H-T. There, 8. I kind of like that 8. E-I-G-H-T. That's how you spell 8, right? Why is it when I spell these things, I'm just like, is that how you spell it? 8. Why not? Alright, I'm going to do this off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, now the flowers were white that I saw, so I wanted to try one in white. But they, well, or cream. They were probably more of a cream color. And then I tried doing the ends here in white. It's a little too stark. So I'm going to take my antique linen and just kind of go over the white to just give it more of a cream color, so it's not quite so in your face white. And if I like that, I might do it with that one too. I don't know. Or do we just like it as a silhouette? I mean, a silhouette's not a bad thing. But I definitely, the toning it down with the antique linen, I should say, distressed spray stain is what I'm using. Just have it sprayed over here on some acrylic type thing and just using my brush and coming in with it, and it will dry lighter. It's, you know, because wet things always look darker. It's just a thing. But yeah, like watercolors and distress inks, they always dry lighter. So they always look darker when you first use them and then dry lighter. And then if you want them darker, you can always go back and do another layer and see if that does it. But definitely like it better than the stark white. This one actually maybe looks okay with the white, but you know, these parts, let me try this part. Oh, it's kind of going into the background a little too much. I almost think I could do like a whole wash on this and it could just cover the whole card, right? I mean, it's acrylic paint that I used, so it's not gonna, I'm nervous. Alright, let's just do it. Let's just do it. And it's okay that some of it's more wet. Well, I do want the center to be a little bit more dark, but there we go. It doesn't have to be perfectly. And then it's got like a little bit more spray on it, which is interesting. Alright, that needs to dry. Alright, so I've inked the edges of each of these, and I don't know where my toothbrush is. Normally, oh wait, here's the toothbrush. Just gonna, I prefer, I don't know about toothbrush will work because, you know, here we go. I want that little tiny little sprays, which I was getting sort of tiny with the, a little, not quite as tiny as I want, but that's okay. Just a watered down black acrylic. Put a little bit in the middle. I don't want too much, just a tiny bit, just to grunge it up a little bit. This one though, I think I do want to use the toothbrush if I can get it to move, because you know me, why put things away when you could just leave them a mess? And then you guys will have to let me know which one you like the best. Do you like the one that's all white, the one that has a little bit of white, or the one that's all black like a silhouette? Or can you just not pick? I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite. And I put some stamping on this, and well, for the most part I wanted it to look like it was in the background, so that's not the one. I have like a bunch of these, some of them, there it is. So don't put your finger in the wet paint. So I just kind of like went over it again with this and then the spray again, just so that the stamp would stay in the background and not be on top of the flowers is what I did after I did the stamping. But right now can't do any spraying because there's like black ink that needs to totally, and I'm not going to do white splatters on these anyway. Do I want to do white splatters on that? Yeah, I kind of do. Alright, so for white splatters I would normally just water down some acrylic paint, but I also have the golden, so why not use that when you got it, because then I can kind of control, I can just get, I never wipe off the top, so then I have to scrape off. I'm not a good, whoops, just a tiny bit, you don't need a lot there, lady. The smaller your brush, which is why people like a fan brush, although this fan brush is kind of big, so I don't know. Might be alright. Yeah. Fan brush is nice and small splatters too. I don't want it necessarily, I want it a little heavier in some spots and a little bit all over, but not totally all over. I don't know, does it make any sense? Alright, let me hold these up to you so you can see them. Hey, the last 2 videos have been under 12 minutes. I think I'm doing pretty good. So this is day 8, and another day, well, I will have 2 giveaways. So I'll keep one of these and I'll give away 2 of these. You just have to comment if there's one that you like, comment, and that you'll be drawn. There'll be a drawing from all the comments on each video for the corresponding postcard, and some days there's 2, so there'll be more than 30 winners. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.